So you've studied nutrition at PhD level. You work in product development, as you just mentioned. What is the biggest misconceptions you see among high-functioning adults about food and energy?
One of the things I just mentioned, bread. So some people seem to demonize bread. I don't know why, which is strange.
It's not bread, it's what we put into it and all the things that we pair together, isn't it?
Yeah, so, wholemeal bread is what you need to choose. Wholemeal, whole grain, seeded, anything with seeds in it, nuts in it, to really increase your fibre intake. The fibre intake in the UK is really low. It's something like 96% of adults and children do not get their daily intake of fibre. So it's huge.
That's very high.
Yes, absolutely high.
But also, I was wondering, if you've studied nutrition and perhaps all sorts of statistics, where on earth is it coming from that white bread is the thing? Why have people got this, I don't know, view on brown bread and high fibre bread? I don't understand.
Yeah, no, I think white bread is just popular because it's easy to eat. It tastes nice. Some of it does.
Sorry, I just frowned.
Some people like
For those
the
who
taste of it.
listen, I just frowned really bad because to me, white bread doesn't actually taste that nice.
Well, it depends if you have some French bread. It can be quite
brown bread
nice.
tastes so much nicer.
Yeah, I like brown paste better. But lots of people do like white bread. And it's cheap. And, people living on a budget, it's very cheap. And it quite often has a bit of a longer shelf life as well.
God, I wouldn't want to think why, though.
But anyway, so brown bread is definitely the way to go. And wholemeal and nuts and seeds are definitely the way to go if you want to increase your fibre.
That kind of very much reminds me of advice about the Mediterranean diet.
Yes, definitely.
Like, lots of colour, lots of fruit and vegetables, and add the oils and nuts and things to it. Any other misconceptions that you come across in your practice?
Well, there's so many things out and about at the moment, misconceptions, people going on fad diets that aren't really necessary, people getting confused about what to eat and what not to eat. One of the things that's very confusing at the moment is the talk about ultra processed foods because the way they categorize them isn't really clear. So, some foods are ultra processed and you wouldn't want to eat them very often. But, other foods may be in the same classification and be okay to have and actually provide good nutrients in them. So it can be very confusing for consumers.
Then how do we know what's right? How do we know what are the ultra-processed foods that are actually not too bad or even okay?
I say as a nutritionist, there's no good and bad foods. It's the amount of food that you take in your diet overall. Yes, you can have a treat. You can have that chocolate and that cake if you want to, but you don't want to have too much of it. You want to base your diet on fruit, vegetables, unrefined carbohydrates. You want to make sure you have protein, good sources of protein from lean meat or from beans, lentils, tofu, these sort of things. It's not that you can't eat certain things, it's that you don't want to eat just those things or too many of those things. And I think that's what's happened is that a lot of people are, in a very stressed, busy lifestyle and buying things quickly that they can eat quickly and not really enjoying food, whereas food should be enjoyed. It should be eaten with
absolutely.
the family, with friends. And, you can make some great, tasty, nutritious food